Yo, what's good, guys? This is Willie P, and let me say this first. Thank you for watching my video, and if you like, please subscribe. If you got good comments or you feel like just posting no bad comments, you know what to do. Put it right down at the bottom. Yeah, I want to make this quick. I got a lot on my mind. So, I'm going to say it real quick. But before I say any of that, I just want to say I just finished watching the Broncos and Bears game. It was amazing. Went to overtime. Crazy. Storybook fashion, how Tebow been doing it the whole season. And it came to this conclusion after watching the game. God loves Tebow. And God's favorite football player is Tebow. It seems like angels in the outfield. Something just heavenly is happening on the field. Like they have a 12th man on the field. Somebody's helping them mysteriously, and it's just something, a miracle. And on that note, I really think that Tebow is definitely underrated as a quarterback. He has the intangibles to be a winner. So everybody's talking about he can't do all that. He's winning, bro. That's all that counts. And on that, I want to talk about the robbery. Amir Khan got freaking robbed. But not robbed like how you think he got robbed. I don't think the judges robbed him. It was a close fight. I said it in my thing. I thought Amir Khan was going to win. I thought Amir Khan had to beat him impressively or knock him out to prove that he was a top fighter. Now, I didn't think Peterson was not a good fighter. I actually think Peterson is underrated as a fighter. And proving in the guys that he fought his last top three fights. And that was Timothy Bradley, that a lot of his fans would say that he needed to be more aggressive, and he probably would have had a chance of winning that fight. And in the Victor Ortiz, where he realized that he was losing the fight and he had to be more aggressive and got a draw. And now his fans definitely were excited about seeing Peterson being aggressive from the first to the 12th round. Maybe he should have been more aggressive, but he was aggressive. But I don't think the judges have anything to do with it, because I scored it 113-112, exactly like the two judges. The other judges, I could see how he scored it like that because there was a lot of close rounds. And a lot of the close rounds I gave mostly to Amir Khan because he was throwing a lot of punches. But I felt like Peterson definitely had the cleaner punches and the more effective punches. And that's what most of scoring is all about. So he definitely won the fight, and I don't think he got screwed and robbed by the judges. But what he did get robbed by was that referee. Who the hell is that dude? And why was he refereeing a big fight like that, a title fight like that? Now, he seemed like a hometown ref that refs local events, but shouldn't have been reffing this fight. You needed a leaf referee. And what I'm saying is he couldn't even move around the rim properly for a guy like Amir Khan, who needs to have a lot of space. And he had a lot of bad calls. And when I'm saying he had a lot of bad calls, he was not properly in the right spots, these are all true. When the first knockdown, he was not in the proper spot. And Peterson tripped over his leg. Good call. But then, after that, Amir Khan pushes with his elbow and hits him, and then pushes him with his elbow, and he called that a knockdown. It definitely was clearly not a knockdown. It was a push, but he got the knockdown, putting Peterson in a hole. He was screwing the hometown hero from the get-go. It was like, here we go again. I thought the fight was screwed. The fight was fixed, but it wasn't. Because more and more, Amir Khan was pushing. More and more. And more you hear him say, stop pushing. Stop pushing. Stop pushing, Amir. After 3 or 4 times, and even me and Matt Keller said it was like 3 or 4 times when he said it before he gave him the point. Now, the point deduction was not the screw. The referee's position, and sometimes the referee, when they were obviously, it was a break and hold, he was not breaking right. He was letting both fighters hit after break. He was not breaking it the right way. The referees, they should have got an elite referee for this. Now, who else robbed Amir Khan in this fight is Amir Khan himself. Now, all great fighters know, especially that he's going into someone else's home, that he might get screwed. He might not get the judgment. Maybe he was too cocky and felt like my skills are that good that he should go in there and fight. He was getting his ass kicked. His face looked as bad as Lamont Peterson. It looked like a draw fight. Looked like they both put the ass whippings on each other. But Amir Khan was crying. If you notice, a lot of people might not like Mayweather, but you never see him bitch in the ring. People sucker punch him, people rabbit punch him. No one talks about that, but they do. And he keeps to his business and handles it. He worries after about him telling you. But in the fight, he knows he has one goal, and that's beating the man right in front of him. Amir Khan should have been worrying about Amir Peterson more than this bad referee. We all seen that he was a bad referee. So I think Amir Khan screwed himself. He robbed himself on that because he should have been stayed focused and know that he's in a hostile thing. It wasn't a screw like that because I've seen worse robberies. Froch versus Andre Durrell. Now, that was a robbery. That was one guy outbeating the other guy, and the other guy should have clearly won and lost. Now, that was a robbery. What Amir Khan had was fuck-ups and a referee that shouldn't have been refereeing that fight. But he made a lot of good calls, too. So, like, Amir Khan, he wanted to just punch and grab? The referee was like, no, you have to fight. Now, he was crying about, and maybe he had a good argument, but it really wasn't that good. He said that he was pushing with his head. Now, some fighters, that's what they do. They push forward. If you're not pushing like with your head like that, or you're not pushing with your arms, then that's not illegal. A lot of fighters push like that, and a lot of people like that style of fighting. So when another fighter does it, it's wrong because this fighter should win. I doubt that. I feel like every fighter should have the same opportunities, and the referee told him to box. But what really screwed this fight and what robbed the fight and robbed Amir Khan was Freddie Roach. Now, I think Freddie Roach is overrated. And why I think he's overrated, I really thought he was a great trainer. But his training in the last two fights that I watched him, he didn't give his corner, his guy, the fighter that he's supposed to be training, the right, information to counter what the guy was countering him. People came in, say, a la Marquez, a la Lamont Peterson, came in with a game plan to stop their style of you go with the jab and then hit and then combo and then get out. They had a remedy to it. So at that moment, they have a set goal of how they're gonna fight this fight. And when a guy adjusts, the trainer has to have the knowledge and has to be a good enough trainer to adjust with the fight. Yes, the fighter should learn how to adjust. All great fighters know how to adjust. But sometimes when you're in the fight, you're focusing in the fight. That's why you have a cornerman to watch the fight and analyze it so they know how to help you and protect you. And Freddie Roach didn't do that. Freddie Roach didn't do that in the Manny Pacquiao fight, and Freddie Roach didn't do that in the Amir Khan fight. And that's why I love watching in the middle, at the end of the round, while they're having their break, you go inside the corner because you can see how a fighter's thinking, what a fighter's looking like, and what is his trainer saying. And the information that Freddie Roach said in the last two fights of the last two losses that he hasn't gave the guys the remedy to stop what someone else has been doing to them. He couldn't stop Marquez from hitting Pacquiao with the right hand, and he couldn't stop Lamont Peterson from getting in and hitting Amir Khan with the body shots. And I think those three reasons, the ref, Amir Khan, and the trainer. And I think Amir Khan should drop Freddie Roach because I think Freddie Roach is not on Amir Khan's level. Amir Khan is going up here. He's going up. Freddie Roach is down here. He's at one level. He can't go up and he won't go down. He's at this level. And him getting old and having the Parkinson's and all that stuff is not helping Amir Khan's fucking career. And all that, I just want to say UFC 140 was great. Bones Jones looked like he was having trouble and then guillotine choke. One of the best fights I've seen this year. And tell me what you guys think. Tell me who you think got robbed. Tell me what you guys think if Amir